Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Now today I do like a challenge, and today's gonna be a challenge. I feel it. I'm gonna get plenty of hate and plenty of disparity between whether you're gonna support me or not support me on this one. Probably not, because I know. But before you watch the video, please can I ask a huge favor, and that is to please go and follow my Instagram at officialdougal, because I need followers, because it has none right now, or not many. So we want to get up to 1,000 subs or followers, whatever it's called over there. All the latest news you can find out there if you can't find it here, so it's helpful. So head over there now, pause this video and come back to it before you find out what it is I've got to say, because you might unsub after. Right, so on this channel I stand by my convictions always. Most opinions are my own. I say most because, you know, it's hard sometimes not to be influenced by other videos and stuff that you watch, but most of the all the convictions are my own. Most of the opinions are my own, and I always stand by my convictions. That's what I was trying to say. Sorry, I'm getting a bit sidetracked. And one thing that I do support on this channel is a discussion about child exploitation. That's mainly what I do on the channel, as you know. But also, there's a certain way to go about having this discussion, and that way is not to berate people. Now, I've talked about the Dad Challenge podcast before once, and I got a wide variety of responses, I'll have to say. Some people actively hated me for it, and some people just, they were okay. They liked Josh, but that's it. They didn't hate me for it, but other people did. So stand by. I'm probably going to get the same. But my point here is very valid, and I'm not going to keep going on about Josh, because I know a lot of you like him for whatever reason, and that's fine. You're entitled to like who you like, but I'm here to give information that you might not otherwise know or notice, because Josh doesn't always give full disclosures. But now, I mentioned on the last time I talked about him, I mentioned about the him snarking on women and hating on them and being very hateful towards women in particular. Now, this isn't a new thing. Everybody knows it. I'm sure even you know it. Even if you watch him, you know that he hates on women. Whatever his reason is, he claims that it's because they are exploiting their kids, and if they stop exploiting their kids, he'll stop calling them fat or whatever, right? So that's on him. But in his recent video, I noticed that there was a link between his snarking and the kids, and this is where I draw the line, and I think you should do too. So I'm just gonna watch Josh as he watches Alicia's video, if that makes sense.
And we're gonna update you that. But today we had a snark on her Christmas video, the haul that everybody was waiting for, that she didn't even give her kids a chance to take a break from.
See, this is what piqued my interest, because I thought to myself, I watched a little bit of the Doherty Christmas morning video just to see what was going on, and it was literally just all opening presents. There was no real commentary about it. There was nothing going on. It was boring, and nothing but the kids opening presents, literally that. And I thought, well, what's Josh gonna be doing with that, because what can he comment on, because it's just the kids basically. So that's why I thought I'll give it a watch and see what he has to say. Now, don't get me wrong, I have myself done commentary videos on Christmas Day videos and birthday videos, and yet I've never once commented on how the kids react or anything to do with the kids. Okay, it's always parent centric, my commentary videos on those. But what is Josh going to say?
What an a-hole. So let's go.
Hi everyone, it's the Doherty Dozen, and it is Christmas morning. Merry Christmas.
She stopped putting in the intro, and so it's good because I don't have anything to give the intro for today anyway. But Alicia, thank you. Thanks. We'll see what she does going forward.
We are about to have our 12 kids open their presents, but first, coffee.
Oh, that was a gross one. That was a gross one. Ew.
So this is what I don't get about people who follow Josh. I mean, that was supposed to be him snarking on them and being funny, but I know comedy is subjective, but to me that was just a basic comment. It just doesn't add anything to anything.
Please don't. Please stop. And so, of course, you know, the kids are out here. So they do Christmas a little bit different. It looks like they just put their presents in one big Santa sack, and then they all open their gifts at one time, which, you know, that's just a preference. Some people do that. Not at my home, okay? Kathy makes everybody wait a little bit. Like, even I'm like, let's get going. She's like, well, let's make breakfast. No, we're not having, no one's doing breakfast. Does anybody eat? Hungry? Let's sit down. And then what Kathy does is she delves out a present to each person. Okay, hand it out, and then everybody opens those at the same time. One together. Oh, that's amazing. We say thanks. We take a picture for a family member. We might have bought it, whatever, okay? Then it's the next present. Then it's the next. We all do this until all the presents are open. It's not just a free-for-all what they're about to do. And I'm not saying that that's wrong.
That's exactly what you're saying. You're saying that they're about to open all the presents like animals in a zoo, basically. They're going to delve in and get all up in the presents opening. And what you do is you sit around all cozy or calm, and you hand out a present, you take a picture, you thank the person that's given it to you, and it's all like, it must take you forever. Come on. It'll take them forever to do it. Even still, it's not wrong what they're doing. It's what thousands upon thousands of people do every single Christmas day. I was one of 4. This is what we did. It wasn't quite as manic as that, obviously, but they have 12 kids, right? And we went down, we had our sacks full of gifts, and we would open them at our own will. There was none of this waiting around, so it's not wrong what they're doing. It's not even worth commenting on. It's not a thing, okay? I've seen loads of these Christmas morning opening presents on YouTube this year alone where they do the exact same thing as the Dohertys do.
Just saying that's what most people do. Because I think that teaches patience and it teaches thankfulness in so many ways.
And yet you're shitting on most of the people in your comment section by doing that, by saying that. Unbelievable.
And each kid gets the attention put on them for a second. Hey, let's open. I know they have a lot of kids. I get that, right? But what's the point in rushing it? You have a longer video if you wanted to.
Well, Josh, have you ever seen a child who's excited on Christmas morning to see what Santa brought for them? Making them wait isn't always the best option. Just because you think it's the best thing to do, it's not necessarily the best thing to do.
That's just my whole thing.
Oh, okay. Here, so go get your present.
So everybody's got their name on their bag except for Nevaeh, and it says "Cash Me." What is that? Unless her name is on the other side and every bag says "Cash Me" on it. Maybe that's what's happening. But I don't see that. Is that screams of like anger or joy? I can't tell the difference anymore.
And that's the one. That's the bit. This is snarking on a child who is 5? Is it? Bodhi, the one they're talking about there. He's 5 years old, and you're snarking on him for screaming because it's Christmas morning. I mean, don't you see how ridiculous that actually is? And this is why it was a bad idea to snark on a Christmas morning where it's literally just opening presents with the kids. That is it. Yep, there's so many things wrong with you filming your kids on Christmas morning, but one of them isn't the fact that a child is screaming. And yeah.
So it's gonna be you're gonna have to try to take this in with me because this is so weird. You got Zoe just sitting there waiting for some reason. You got Bodhi, I think his name is, just ripping his presents to shreds already.
See, none of that matters. None of that actually matters. You just literally said that if it was you would make them wait and take their time and everything, but then you're complaining because one of them is just stood there doing nothing, and the other one, who you've now slated twice, and he's 5 years old, you've slated him twice and the video's only just started. Anyway, I'm not going to go through the rest of it because, well, it's just much of the same, and this is why you shouldn't really focus too much on the opening present hauls, because it is just kids opening their presents unless anything untoward happens. He does mention, obviously, that Alicia was going live during the opening presents, which is just wrong. I do agree with that. I don't disagree with everything that he does or says, just this sort of thing, which it goes way beyond things that he's supposed to be doing. I mean, why snark? He's calling it snarking. Why not say he's reviewing it or something like that? Because the word snarking means that he's basically going to rip into this video, and the video is based on kids opening presents. What's there to snark on? Nothing, except for kids opening presents. So there you go. So I hope this has been a lesson to Josh in particular and everyone else who follows him. I hope you don't think too badly of me because I've tried to be calm in my perceptions, and yeah, please subscribe. Honestly, I'm good. I don't snark on the kids, so. And I do bring awareness to the things that need to be bring awareness to, so that's also a good thing. Please hit the subscribe button. Take care. Until next time. Bye bye.